Hey guys, what's up? It's MQX from Disformity here, and today I'm going to be walking you through our new Future Bounce 2 sample pack. I've been working on this for a while. I was really happy with the success of the first one, so I had to really get a second one out, and this one I'm really excited to show you guys. So there's two different drops included in one single FLP in this sample pack. One drop is a full drop. I made this a while ago. I just decided to include it in the pack because it's a pretty future bouncy sound. And then this track is actually not finished, but that's on purpose. I wanted you guys to try and figure out the rest of the melody for yourself, because I tend to look at a lot of you guys' future bounce melodies, and it's not the best, but like, I don't think you guys are getting it. Like, it's kind of like, melodies are kind of like a puzzle. It's like, you gotta make the bass or the lead first, and then you gotta match the bass or the slap or the lead, whatever you do first, to the melody that you've done before that. So like, if you do the bass first, then you gotta try and find the right puzzle pieces in the lead melody to match the bass melody. But I'll draw like maybe this one, and then I'll go to the lead, and then I'll draw these two notes. Like, already that sounds pretty good, eh? Just those two notes. But yeah, you can see I kind of just go one note at a time, match the melody, make sure every note sounds perfect, and then just keep going, trying out new stuff. Usually, you know, you gotta have the A, B, you gotta go have this be roughly the same as this. I could not figure out this. I just didn't want to spend the time, really. But I mean, I don't know, this one was like, I just couldn't get it perfect, so I just wanted to keep what I had perfect and see if any of you guys could figure it out, because, I mean, let's be real, guys, if you figure out this melody and you get this whole track done like this, I mean, you can probably get it signed to a pretty good label. And I mean, I expect a little bit of credit, maybe be like, hey, by the way, I used a Disformity sample pack, but I mean, it's like, it's all yours. If you make a sick melody, if you finish this melody and you want to use it, that's all good. You can sign it. I'm not too attached to it. I do really like it though. And this little Hoover here, that also adds on to it. Kind of glides down, has a little bit of a Hoover vibe, but usually I'll use samples for that, but for this one I decided to make my own. There was a problem where I was loading the project, it would kind of like reset itself, so the way you can fix that is just go into load preset, and then we'll navigate to the sample pack, serum presets, and then just do LD Hoover. Should load it back up properly. That was an issue I had, but I don't know if you guys are having it. I don't know if it was just me. So this white noise, it's just panned a lot, so it kind of sounds like a snake. I think if I would have released this track over here, because it's the same over here. I just have a white noise panned a lot, but you can hear it kind of sounds like a rattlesnake. So if I were to release that, it'd probably be like rattlesnake or snake. I don't know, something along those lines. But it sounds really cool. So yeah, this is this one. So yeah, we got some really plucky notes, really fast notes. This is a style I've thought of myself, at least. I haven't heard anyone else do it. I'm sure there is other people who've done it, but at least not in Future Bounce. Like, I don't think I heard anyone do this. I kind of just started doing it. The lead instrument is basically just a bunch of, other than that serum lead, it's just a bunch of samples. A bunch of one-shots. All layered together to create this big sound. So every time I do this, I'll find different samples, and I'll mix them all together in a different way, so it sounds completely different every time, but it still has this similar vibe of, like, because it's resampled, right? So the higher pitch the note gets, the shorter the note gets. So usually what I can do is I'll kind of make the pluck myself. Is I'll get like a big long synth one shot, but not like a pluck, and then I'll make it a pluck myself with the envelope over here, the volume envelope. Yeah, so you can see the out modifier here. Actually, without it, it's a kind of long thing, and when it's, wait, what? Oh, it's because I have the envelope enabled. So without the envelope and the out thing, it's like a long synth, and if I turn the out all the way up, It's a little bit more like a pluck, and I usually just put an envelope on top of everything just to make sure it's like roughly the same. Because this is scalable, right? You don't actually know how long this is in reference to the other ones, but for this is like mathematically accurate, so you know it's right. I also detuned each one a little bit and changed the pan a tiny bit to make it more wide. But yeah, these little fast bursts of notes here, that's a cool little technique I figured out, so if you guys want to experiment with that, kind of copyrighted it as my own, but I mean, if you guys want to try it out, experiment, always experiment. But yeah, so we got a kick here, or no, sorry, there's a clap. It actually includes the sample from the first one, but I mixed it together with a different clap, so it's a little bit different. But it's still a really feature bouncy kind of clap. And then I think the drop effects is roughly the same. The kick is up here. It was off my view. The kick, it's also the same as the previous one, but I mixed it together with I took the highs out of the previous kick and mixed it together with, or replaced the highs rather with a different kick, so it has the different high end sound. And then the hi hat down here. Oh, where's that hi hat? Oh, it wasn't even on in the mixer already. Just a simple hi hat. Not much to say about this guy. Let's take a look at the mixer track here. I actually started this project using all my third-party plugins, and I had to replace everything with stock plugins because I realized, oh wait, people aren't gonna have these super expensive plugins. Like, I gotta replace these, man. So I replaced everything. I replaced Camel Crusher with Fruity Soft Clipper and the compressor, and then Sound Goodizer. Yes, I know, but only a little bit to add a little bit of color. I could have used Maximizer, but I mean, yeah, whatever, bro. It's like this much. Okay. So yeah, I replaced all the FabFilter Pro Qs with basic Fruity Parametric EQ 2s. I replaced my reverb plugins with Fruity Reverb 2. I put Gross Beat for the sidechain and everything. This is our sidechain preset. Just go into Gross Beat presets, drag it into this little panel here, and it should load it up. Bass, that's what I'm looking for. As you can see, we've increased the mid-range a ton, and then cut out the sub. That's for the sub. We put a soft clipper on there to emulate Camel Crusher. Same with the sub. And then we put the EQ after the soft clipper, which is very important, because if we don't, I mean, it's stylistic, I guess, but I mean, without it, if you put it in front, then if we look at the chart, you can see there's a little bit of energy here, which we don't want. Whereas if we put it back, okay, alright, you fooled me. I mean, I guess the soft clipper doesn't do it, but usually effects after the EQ might introduce high end. I would usually put the EQ for the sub at the very bottom, just so, or the very, end of the chain, so I can cut out all the frequencies that the effects produce, byproducts and so what. As you can see, we've set the sub to mostly mono. I always give a tiny little bit. Maybe in some alien world you can listen to the sub in stereo, but not in this one at least, I don't think. We've got some MIDI rhythms. Put that on there. So I've already got the rhythm sorted out. You can just take these and write your own melody. You can go into the lead layer, and then we can put that in there. This is actually the rhythm from the one I did, this first one here, but it's all minimized down to a single note, so you can make your own melody from it and not be distracted by the first one. And then yeah, we got some synth shots in here, all this stuff, and then we got the FLP in a zip and just in the FLP format. I don't know if it would use the sample library that we've included, so I just included the zip just in case. We got a little readme here, and then drop effects and white noise. The white noise, of course, isn't sidechained because I really hate it. I'll get a sample pack and they'll be like, oh yeah, here's the white noise, it's a sidechained for you already. It's not like you're gonna use your own sidechain or anything. It's not like you wanna sidechain it to, your own instrument. Like, I don't, bro, just include the white noise raw, bro. I'll sidechain it myself. I'm not like if you're a good producer, you should know how to sidechain, right? Maybe instead of sidechaining it themselves, they should include their own little sidechain tutorial. Yeah, we got the percussion, kick 1, kick 2. Alright, so that's the pack. We got a few more presets in here. We got a pluck, We got 2 plucks, and then, yeah, the Hoover and all the bases. But that's pretty much it. If you guys want to download the sample pack, I'll leave a link in the description. Definitely go check this out. It'll increase your future bounce game. You'll be a hit producer in no time. I mean, I don't know about that, but it'll definitely help you get there. So, hope you guys like this little walkthrough, and I'll see you guys in the next video.